Good morning, dear students. With this video lecture, we will be finishing the syllabus of the course of electricity and magnetism. So, this is going to be the last video lecture. In this lecture, I will be discussing about the power in an AC circuit, and you will see that the expression for true power in an AC circuit is slightly different from that of power in a DC circuit. Power, or basically the rate of doing work in a circuit having steady currents or constant currents called DC circuit, is simply the voltage times the current, that is P is simply equal to V times I. However, in an AC circuit we will soon see that the expression for true power is slightly different from that we see in case of the DC circuit. So in an AC circuit, let the applied voltage across the circuit at any given instance of time t be simply V is equal to V naught sine omega t, assuming that the voltage varies sinusoidally with time t, and the corresponding current in the circuit at any instance of time t be I is equal to I naught sine omega t minus phi, assuming that the current lags the voltage by a phase angle phi, that is phi is the phase difference between the voltage and the current. Now the instantaneous power in the circuit can be given by the expression P is equal to V times I, that is V naught sine omega t multiplied by I naught sine omega t minus phi, and by rearranging this expression using a couple of trigonometric identities, we arrive at the expression Vi equal to V naught I naught times sine square omega t cos phi minus half sine twice of omega t sine phi. Now the average power or the mean rate of doing work, that is capital P, can be expressed as 1 by t the time period integral from 0 to t Vi dt. Now after solving this integral, after a few steps of solving this integral, we will arrive at equation number 1, where P is equal to V naught I naught by 2 cos phi is equal to V naught by root 2 times I naught by root 2 cos of phi. So we see that the power is actually equal to the RMS value of the voltage, or the virtual value of the voltage, times the virtual or RMS value of current times cos of phi. The term cos of phi is called power factor. It is said to be leading if current leads voltage and lagging if current lags voltage. Thus a power factor of 0.8 lagging, that is cos of phi equal to 0.8, means that the current lags the voltage by phi equal to 36.8 degrees. Now the product Vrms times Irms is what we call as the apparent power. That is, if RMS values of voltage and current in an AC circuit are measured, then this product will not give the true power dissipated in the circuit, but what we call as the apparent power. Therefore, the true power or the actual power dissipated in the circuit is simply apparent power times the power factor as given by equation number 2. Now the graph that you see on your screen is basically a graph plotted between the voltage, the current, the power against the time, that is omega t. Now here the small p is simply V times I, the product of the instantaneous value of the voltage and the current is obtained by simply taking the product Vi at all times during the cycle. Now if we analyze this graph, we will see that for the parts of the cycle CE and GI, the voltage and current are in the same direction and the source of supply does work on the circuit. So therefore work or power is positive. For the parts AC and EG of the cycle, the voltage and current are in opposite directions, and therefore the work is negative. That is, the circuit does work on the source supply. The difference between the positive and the negative areas during one complete cycle, that is time t, gives the work done in the cycle, which is equal to Vrms times Irms times cos phi equal to capital P, or what we call as the true power or the actual power. Now for phi, that is the phase angle equal to 0 degrees, the current and the voltage are in phase. The negative portions of the power curve vanish, and thus the power is maximum, that is P is simply equal to Vrms times Irms. However, if phi is equal to 90 degrees, the power is equal to 0. The positive and the negative areas of the power curve will be equal. That is, the work done is 0 and the current in the circuit is called wattless current. Such a case will arise only when the circuit is purely inductive or purely capacitive, since in both cases phi is equal to 90 degrees. Now the case is similar to that of a frictionless pendulum, where the total work done by gravity upon the pendulum in a cycle is 0. That is, here also we see that there is no resistance. So with this we end our or we complete our syllabus on electricity and magnetism. I wish you all the very best for your examinations if and when they happen. And in case you have any queries or any problems or any questions to ask, you may feel free to ask me on my personal number, which is there on the WhatsApp as well. Thank you.